Hello and welcome again to another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at blob cats, or turning blobs into cats. This was kind of a common warm-up I saw in a bunch of different classes in a bunch of different schools. Just taking random shapes and turning them into things. So in this case, to try and keep the blobs as random as possible, if you haven't caught on by now, I was going on the alphabet and just trying to turn them as blobby as possible, and that's so that I didn't make a whole bunch of blobs that looked the same. And then a few extra there at the end because I kind of wanted to push myself and make it a little bit more challenging, fill up the page, you know, all that good stuff. I started off with a cat that I kind of liked. I had good feelings about this warm-up at first. I was like, yeah, it's gonna be cats, it's gonna be cool, I'm gonna like this, I love cats, so might as well enjoy this exercise. And then the second one started, and I thought it was really hilarious that he just kind of looked like one of those scrunched up cats with the cheese stuck on his head, and I thought that had a lot of emotion to it, and I was still feeling really good about this exercise. And then this one came, and then I deleted it because, as you saw, that was a little disturbing, and try to keep it cute, keep it appealing. And then I was sad. I continued, and then it just all kind of went downhill from there. There were a few that I felt were really creative, and then a whole bunch that I was just trying to get this exercise done. Now, I have never been a super big fan of warm-ups in general. I always kind of just wanted to jump into the meat of whatever I was working on and get straight to it, use all my energy on that, and devote all my time and all my effort on my main project. And I think part of that is because I have an attention span problem, and I just want to be able to use all of my effort and energy towards moving whatever I need to forward. And warm-ups just kind of felt like I was using up all my effort and energy on something that sure was practice and is meant to help, but main projects also help you practice. I don't know how that got lost in the shuffle somewhere along the way. People thinking that main projects also aren't practice. They are. You learn a great deal from them. And I think both are valid. I just think that if people can sense that they learn a little bit better and a little bit faster and a little bit less frustrated with one way or another, should go with what works for you, but test out different ways first. That was something that teachers would always say, to test different ways, find out what works for you. And I definitely think that is true, is that you need to try all the different ways and give them your all. Really go for it and give that warm-up, give that exercise or technique a fair chance. And if it doesn't work for you, you know that you really tried and you really tried to make it work for you, and it just wasn't for you, and then you can move on. But if you aren't giving it a fair shot, then you'll never know, and it might actually be something that will work really well for you and teach you something that you otherwise wouldn't stumble upon. So something that I did take away from finally doing this exercise, I haven't really done anything like this since art school, and even then, I'm meaning my undergrad. We didn't really do much of this in my master's degree program. We did it a couple times, but it wasn't very common at all. And something that I did take away from finally approaching this again was this is your time. This is the chance for you to do whatever you want to do very quickly and learn whatever you want to learn, or just get your hand moving, get all of your art skills buzzing, so that when you do come to your main project, you feel warmed up. That's what it's for. But I never felt that way, and especially not after this piece. I didn't do it as like a warm-up piece to go on to work on my main project. Maybe I might feel differently if I did that, but I had done this on a night that I didn't have time to do any main project work, so I still wanted to get some art in. I still wanted to do a little sketching, so I did this instead. And I was happy that I did manage to stretch my art muscles for an evening. That was good. That was rewarding to know that I still had some oomph even on a night that I didn't have enough time to do a full project. And then I took and I cleaned it up and I deleted some of the ones that were a little bit too funky looking and took the ones that are kind of good, kind of cool looking, and compiled them into a slightly better piece so that I can post it and talk about warming up. That just about does it for today. I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope you learned something, and thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you next time, and goodbye.